So now since we have understood the process capability, which is DPU, DPO, and Dpmo, now we are going to do some practical demonstration of DPU, DPO, and Dpmo, and then see that how we would be able to calculate that. Okay, so we have certain examples here. We have got defects, which is 15 units, 500, how to calculate DPU. Okay, so let's do some examples here. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, so here I have done, let's say, take the example of the first one. We have got 200 audit samples. We have got 15 opportunities. Okay, and now we want to see that we have got 36 errors. So I want to calculate DPU here. Okay, so DPU says defects divided by total opportunity. So defects that I have is 36 here. Okay, you can see 36 defects divided by opportunities. So I have, so let's do another example because this is pertaining to DPO. So let's say I have audit done for 300. Okay, total opportunities are 500 and errors are 15. Okay, now if you want to calculate DPU, so it is defects, which is 15 divided by total opportunities. So my DPU would be 0.03. Okay, so 0.03 is the DPU that I have here, defects per units. Okay, so total units is 500. Okay, so I can mention it has units here so that you'll be able to understand it well. And the errors that I have 15. So out of 500 units that I have 15 errors. Let's remove audit so that you won't get confused. So I want to calculate DPU. So your defects per unit is 0.03. So which is pretty good. So when you prepare 500 units, you only make 15 errors, so which is 0.03. Now let's take another example. Okay, so let's say if I have 100 units here and 45 errors. So how do I calculate? DPU formula says errors, which is defects divided by total units. That is 0.45. So that is the DPU. So we have understood DPU here. So DPU only has either pass or fail. So we have total units produced and how many of them are errors. So there are no opportunities in DPU. Well, let's understand DPO now. Okay, so the perfect example would be here, the first that we can see here. So I can just put it over here so that you'll be able to understand it well. So now I want to calculate DPO, defects per opportunity. So the formula says defects divided by total opportunity. So how many total opportunities that I have? Okay, so the total opportunity that I have is the total samples, which is the 200 multiplied by the opportunity. So the total opportunities is 3000 and the error is 36 that we already see. So the formula for DPO is error divided by total opportunities, which is 0.012. Okay, so that's the difference between DPU and DPO. In DPU, it's either pass or fail, total units, how many of them are errors. Here we have prepared total units here of 200, but each unit has some opportunities and therefore it became 3000 total and the error count is 36. Okay, so that's how we calculate DPU. Let's take another example. So here the total opportunity would be 150 into 18, which is 2700. So in 2700 opportunities that we have, now in that particular case, we need to calculate the DPO. So DPO would be total errors, which is 45 divided by 2700, okay, which is 0.1666. So this is DPO. Great. Now we will go to the final section, which is Dpmo. How to calculate Dpmo? So Dpmo, as you know, is the defects per million opportunities. To calculate Dpmo, first of all, we need to calculate Dpo, which is defects per opportunities. So now we'll calculate defects per million opportunity here. So it is very simple. We just multiply this with 1 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now it's say in million opportunities, for example, if I have 1 million opportunities, so I would have around 16,667 defects. If I want to calculate the Dpmo for this example, previous example, I would be able to do that as well. Okay, so Dpmo for this would be this multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12,000. So it says out of 1 million opportunities, there are 12,000 defects. Although the defects per opportunity would be 0.012, but if I want to calculate it on a million scale, then I'll have to multiply it by million, and therefore I was able to calculate 12,000 here and 16,667 here. Okay, so that's how we were able to calculate the DPU, DPO, and Dpmo. I hope everybody out here is able to understand the difference between defects per unit, defects per opportunity, and defects per million opportunity. Thank you.